Warning, this video will spoil the entire game. Well, as Catherine said, we call it Tomana. I'd been in this age after being rescued from falling down the cliff when both Catherine and Atris went into the linking books. He's created a new age called Reeleshahn and wants to build a new home for his family. It's strange, because they are more than accommodating to me. I've got some different clothes, and even my own study to write my own journal. I don't think I'll ever be able to write descriptive or linking books, but this is more than enough. It's almost like I'm a member of the family now. I honestly don't think I will ever return home at this point. Why did I have to do such an ambitious thing? The alter ego is, well, an alter ego, and I'm basically the reason why I found that linking book as a trap. It could have been a lot more simpler and less indulgent if it wasn't for my initial excitement of making this series. Anyways, this isn't the worst situation now. The food is surprisingly good here, and I have some sense of social outings. Maybe it'll be better when I explore the more peaceful ages. This concludes my entry for the day.
I'm so glad to see you.
Wait, you look different from before. But then again, these ages don't really explain anything, so I'm sure you're not going to say why as well. I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. No, really, thank you so much. You gave me this new pair of glasses, some new clothes, a place to sleep, a place to write my journal. Hey, there was even a Denis tattoo artist that, well, gave me this. I gotta say, you guys have been more than accommodating to me, and I gotta thank you so much for it.
I told Atris our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Reeleshahn, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
Well, my friend, I see you found the Reeleshahn book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. But since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Reeleshahn. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Reeleshahn and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months. No! No! Reeleshahn!
Oh hell, once again, it looks like I'm gonna have to do another review, chasing him, going through tons of ages. This video, I've just been going off the deep end. This is way too much. Well, I might as well enter that book right now. Look, there he is. Now he's over there. Great. So I'm gonna have to find some way to get in. This is gonna be another confusing puzzle, considering how hard the Riven Age was.
Waitress? Is that you? Come to rescue your book so soon? Not yet, old friend. Not yet.
That was actually incredibly easy. Yep, kind of obvious that this was gonna happen. But there seems to be some sort of display here. Time to take a look.
My sons, I promised to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must fulfill.
Hello, Atris. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atris, Cirrus, and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent. I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about Reeleshahn? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're gonna have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that. So if you want to reclaim Reeleshahn, you're gonna have to take your own class. Find the 3 symbols, Atris. And don't keep me waiting forever.
They actually give quite a bit of motivation for you to complete this game. This villain also seems more interesting than the one in the Riven Age. Well, time to start this adventure. I think I figured out how to transfer between the ages. It's actually one of the toughest parts of the game, to get to the ages themselves. The age is a bit barren, but I feel like that was sort of the point, especially as it's more of a transfer area. Still, the actual puzzle to get into the ages is one of my favorite parts. You gotta use a sort of telescope of an icon to try to match it in an area in the age that shows the very same icon. See those marbles? It's kind of like the coordinates for that point, and then you gotta use those marble alignments on the age gateway to unlock the linking book. However, you have obstacles to get into those gateways, and they show a preview of how the age is. I'm about to enter the first age, and look at this. You gotta move some plants around to make a walkway. I will explore the other obstacles, but of course I gotta visit this age first, and see what to do in there. What the hell? This age is absolutely gorgeous. Jeez, it just gets better and better here. Either way, hopefully it won't be in here for too long. Well, I kind of reached the end of this age and I drew some sort of symbol. I see a podium here, so I guess I should place it there. Let's see what happens.
Not so easy, is it, Atris? Running like a rat through a maze, looking for some sign that'll help you save your world. Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it someplace I can't find? Cirrus and Akinar didn't care about saving Narayan. All that talk about fixing instabilities, rewriting the age so that we would be free to live our lives, that was just talk to hide the truth of why they had come. But we believed their lies, Atris. So we abandoned our traditions, forgetting that those traditions were keeping Narayan alive. And when the lattice trees started to die, I followed them here to tell them what they had done. And they laughed. They said they would never fix Narayan. They said that they had already taken everything it had worth saving. So, my dear old friend, Atris, I brought you to this place where your education begins. Find the remaining 2 symbols and then come see what your boys did to Narayan.
Well, judging the fact that I had to put a symbol on the pedestal, I guess it's safe to say that it's symbolic of what I should do next, which is talk about how that age was. To call this age phenomenal is an understatement. It's strange because despite the fact that it's full of wildlife, it still gives that sense of isolation, and all the strange plants that you see inside of it gives this otherworldly feel, not unlike something you see in a sort of fantasy world. I believe this is the best age that gave the otherworldly feeling in the series thus far. To give even more compliments to it, the music just rules and absolutely fits into this. However, I can't play the music for this. The composer is the very famous Jack Wall, who did stuff for the Call of Duty and Mass Effect games. Hell, it's even on Spotify, so that's pretty much all the copyright. Still, the Myst Ages are also known for their level design. How is it in this one? I gotta say, this is probably the best age I've played so far in this regard. It has a complex, almost maze-like design to it, but being lost in it is such a rarity. You can tell that every angle has been thought out by the designers. For example, you go through quite a few different floors, or swing across vines with a handle, which has superb animations to it, by the way. And eventually they include a sort of plant that you can go down or back up. Think of it like having those shortcuts like in some of the Zelda games. If you need to backtrack, you don't have to go to an extreme length to do so. They also include multiple linking points back at the main hub of the main age. So if you need to return, you, again, don't have to go to such an extreme length. There is actually some plot progression to this as well. There are plenty of pages lying around from Saavedro that give a sort of background of his story, including his motivations. They are a fascinating read. It's even in the age himself, with him creating some paintings in the walls while he was stuck in these ages. The age itself even has a plot. There's a bird that eventually gets trapped inside of a plant, and to properly progress to the end of this age, it requires you to free it. The puzzles are what define originality. There are blue plants that shoot light to different areas, either doing some sort of connecting puzzle, or triggering plants to make a bridge, or opening some water stuck inside another plant, which moves a sea creature around. There's another cool thing that requires you to deal with a trap for a small creature, but it subverts your expectations of what to do in this puzzle. And well, this was a great sign. I gotta say, this is one of the few ages that I actually really enjoyed being in, and I'm kind of really loving this adventure, but we gotta see how it progresses. Now, to enter the second age, it once again has a tease. And I wonder if it shows how the age works as well. It has a more metallic theme to it. It deals with trial and error, but has cool animations. I'm kinda scared that the trial and error will be boring, but well, we'll see. Oh, thank God, that age took ages. At least there was plenty of water in there. I thought I was gonna die from how long that took. Well, I got another symbol. Time to place it on the podium once again.
This what you expected, Atris? When you followed me here hoping to reclaim Reeleshahn? Is this classroom what you expected to find? I read your journal, you know. In Tamana, after I found your linking book abandoned outside this observatory, I read all about the Dunning. How you started their world again. Can you really do that, Atris? After everything that's happened to Narayan, could you start their world over again? I don't think so. I think there's too much blood on our hands, too many ghosts. Surely you can't change that with a pen stroke. One more symbol, Atris. Narayan is waiting.
Yet even more of a background of his motivations and everything, and basically character development. But first we gotta talk about how this age was. This takes us to Amateria. I was initially disappointed with the aesthetic of it, as it didn't seem too otherworldly. Sure, the rocks looked cool, but the overall architecture just seemed a bit too realistic. And it was a pretty disappointing contrast of how the Edanna Age was. However, after exploring this age, I began to realize that it succeeds in one area: the puzzles. It's one of the most odd things. You have a few puzzles that just consist of trial and error, and all of them deal with the same theme. For example, for this one you have to place the right weights below so that a ball can move on this pipe correctly. Another one has a sort of teleporting spots that you want the ball to go through in the right order. Or having this pinball one. Do you see the theme of these? It's all trial and error puzzles. I was really worried about this. It turns out I was never tired of this. Why? I think it was because of the animations. It was interesting seeing the progress that I was making, and just watching the balls move around was a blast to see. If I do have one complaint about it, in the second one you still see all these gears moving around even when the ball disappears, and it felt like an unnecessary 10 seconds or so that was adding up quite quickly. Of course, they still include the background of Saavedro, including more paintings. The ending is the best. It does spoil it, but just look at this. If you thought the minecart was cool in Riven, this completely destroys it. And well, I didn't want to spoil the puzzle solutions for you, as you may get lost in this age too, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Well, that was the toughest puzzle to get to the front of this age, but I think it's time for me to get in. Let's hope it's not too frustrating. Oh jeez, there's actually a windmill there, so I had pretty much all the water I needed. But wow, what a rough environment, and just how long everything took once again. But I got the last symbol. Time to place it on the podium.
You've done well, my sons, but there's still one task ahead of you. The linking book you see here connects to an age called Narayan. It's a very delicate age, where civilization has emerged in response to the world's imbalances. It's also the first inhabited age I'm sending you to alone. But don't be afraid. The knowledge you've acquired here will show you the way in. Use it and see all that Narayan has to offer.
Well, a different sort of message this time. But before I do anything, I think it's time to talk about how the Voltaic Age was. Now, don't get me wrong, this was decent. However, I found it to be the weakest of the game. It is not for the aesthetics though. The look of it with its exploration was a sight to behold. You've got this large canyon that you walk through with these thin walkways, and you can even walk through a pipe. Talk about something scary. It helps show just how vast this age is, thus increasing its sense of isolation. You eventually have this contrast with connecting rooms, showing lava at one side and water on the other. And wait, what's this? Blood? In my Myst? Most of these puzzles like the lava one is great, but one puzzle is what partially ruined this for me. The steam pressure puzzle. It might have been better if I played this age before the previous one, but that one had all these cool animations. Here they don't have that. The ending of this age almost makes up for it though. Unfortunately, there's not much to talk about with this age, simply because like in Riven, it's something that is more experienced rather than explained. Because how in depth can you talk about exploration? Well, seems like I'm finally at the end. Time to go to Narayan and confront Saavedro.
You're not. Where is he? Look, I know he's here. I have his book. So where is he? He didn't come. I take Reeleshahn from him, and he sends you instead. Idiot. You actually thought this would work. You thought that you could force him into coming here, fixing things? Why? Why would he rewrite Narayan? Because of your messages? Because of your paintings? Look at your world. Look at what's left of it. When are you gonna get it through your thick skull that you do not matter to him? We're stuck here, you know. The linking book back to Journeyman is gone. Left behind when I linked out of Atris's study. And as for getting in to Narayan, look around you. This chamber is the only way in. And Atris installed some kind of shield, and I have never been able to get past it. Not once in all these years. years. So you're just as stuck here as I am. At least until I open this book and I show Atreus what it's like to watch your friends and relatives die. If you do find a way out of here, I suggest that you think very carefully about using it. Because the one thing I know about linking books, the doors they open don't close behind you.
I'm actually not going to say how to solve the final puzzle because I do want to leave it as a surprise and a reason for you to go through this adventure too. But this was the puzzle of all puzzles. I absolutely loved it. But it's time to see what happens next with Saavedro.
Oh my God. They're alive? How did you... The Force symbol. Gives me hope, but destroy me with it. You see, I still have something that he wants. Something that he sent you to bring back for him. Reeleshahn. Drop the outer barrier when I'm out by the gondola. Switch the shield so the outer barrier is open. And in return, I'll give up Reeleshahn. Do it.
Well, I'm sure you can tell just how many endings there's going to be in this. I don't know what to do.
What are you waiting for? Drop the outer shield or I swear I will let go of this book.
Apparently, it's my turn to live up to my end of the bargain.
Hopefully one of those things won't happen. I guess I'll go ask him a question. Hey, Saavedro, could you help me with this?
What are you doing? Go back inside and drop the outer barrier. Do it. I swear I will drop this into oblivion.
Okay, fine. I'll figure it out myself.
Please, don't do this to me. Not when my family could still be alive out there. You want the book? Here. I'll give you the book. Just... Please, don't do this. Please, I can't do this again. Please don't leave me trapped here like this. I can't! No! No! No, no, no! No, 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 no!
And well, I'm sure you could tell what the two choices are here. But first, let's talk about the background of Saavedro. I actually find him to be one of the best aspects of the game. First off, he's played by Brad Dourif. How awesome is this? Many know of him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings, or the voice of Chuck in Child's Play. But I thought he was the best in the brilliant satire Wise Blood, an adaptation of an equally awesome book. He's pretty much typecasted as the villain, but it works here. His performances are usually quite great anyways. However, the villain comes across as sort of more of a grey area. He's the trope of the tragic villain. His age was practically destroyed by Cirrus and Achenar, and he spent 20 years trying to keep sanity while basically going through hell.
20 years, Beatrice. 20 long years alone. They tied me to a post. They burned their Myst blinking books in front of me. They took everything I had. My wife! My 2 baby girls! And then, when I finally made it back to Narayan and I saw... It would have been better if I had died.
His main goal is simply to meet his family, but of course, considering the situation, he is blinded by his anger. It's interesting to see a Myst game be more straightforward with the plot, filling in the blanks for you, at least to some extent, instead of you figuring out yourself. But it's even more of a surprise to see it work in a case like this. And you know what? I think I'm finally gonna let him go. It's clear that he just wants to find his family. And well, he is a tragic villain of sorts, so I do feel kinda bad. Anyways, I got the book I was looking for. Time to head back.
By the Maker, you've returned. Atreus, come quick! The fire burned the linking book you used. We had no way of following the...
You've returned. But where's Reeleshahn? Did you bring back the book? fine. We're in your debt, my friend. If this book had been destroyed, everything we worked for, all the people of Reeleshahn, have been lost to us forever.
You must tell us everything.
I guess you could say, Atris and Catherine, that the real age is the friends we've made along the way. Ha 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 ha.